Welcome to the Film Junket Podcast.
It's hot. It is fucking hot. It's currently. Let's see what does my phone say? It says 95. Oh, it went down. That's good. 95 degrees, and it's almost 7 o'clock on Friday. Yes, guys, I lied. I suck, as usual, because I was like, all right, gonna record podcast Wednesday night like I normally try to do, and I just got too wrapped up in editing, and I put up my Stranger Things review because I was like, okay, I need to get this up. I kept pushing it off. I wanted to get it up Sunday because I think I recorded it on Monday. I planned on recording a bunch of videos Sunday, and then that was going to be one of them, and then I was going to upload, and then I just didn't get around to it, and then I shot it on Monday and didn't get it up till Wednesday. Then after that, and just getting little short videos up, it was already just getting too late. It was past 9. And I'm going, okay, I'm tired. I gotta, it's just, that's what sucks about working early. I lose steam. And then yesterday, I went to the movies, but not the normal, 7 o'clock showing, and I didn't see a new movie because, well, part of me wanted to see Stuber. But then, as I kept hearing things about it and seeing more trailers, I just went, okay, they're selling this movie as a lighthearted comedy that you would probably, rush out, that you would probably see in the 90s. It seemed like a very 90s comedy. Of course, it has to do with Uber, so not exactly, but, just had that vibe, the big brooding cop and the nerdy fucking driver. I mean, it screams an Arnold Schwarzenegger in the early 90s flick. That's what it does. It screams that. And then I'm like, it's rated R for, graphic nudity and violence. And I kept reading, even some critics were saying that. They were saying, okay, this whole thing is being marketed as this lighthearted comedy, and there's just unnecessary gory fucking violence. It just seems like it was a little too disjointed, and I'm like, you know what, it's not really selling. The only joke that really landed for me was one of the TV spots where Kumail tells Bautista, he goes, let me guess, you want me to take you to all the addresses that are addressed to Sarah Connor or something like that? I thought that was kind of funny. By the way, I'm drinking some vodka. Yeah, getting lubed up for the vodka stream later. But anyways, and then there was that Claw movie, which I did want to see, but I was like, I want to see Midsommar. I've been telling you guys, I said that in my box office video, I wanted to see it. Didn't have time to see it last week or over the weekend. And I was like, you know what? There's a 4:15 showing. I'm just going to go right after work, go watch it, and there you go. And I did. And fucking A, that movie is fucked up. I'll post my review. It'll probably be a short review. I don't know. There's a lot of things I would like to talk about it, but I mean, for the most part, I was engaged with that entire movie from start to finish. 2.5 hours, or it's actually 2 hours and 25 minutes, and I was engaged the entire time. I did not feel that runtime, so that's a good sign, just to let you know. It's got some fucked up shit in it. Yeah, that's for damn sure, but so I saw that, and then when I got home, I just sat down, and I started going, okay, I'm going to get a couple short videos up. And man, I hit a wall. I planned on seeing, because I got home before 8 o'clock, and I had all this time, and I went, okay, let me just get these short videos up. I'm going to eat some dinner, and then I'm going to sneeze. Hold on, second one. Here we go. Jesus. It's good pod, man. Bless me. So, but yeah, I just hit a wall. I hit a fucking wall. So I said, nah, I can't do it. I just can't. I don't have the energy. I like to be energized when I'm going to be talking for more than a half an hour straight. So I just said, fuck it, and got everything done, laid on my couch, and I was out within 5 minutes. I was done. And then I woke up like, huh? And just fucking walked straight to my bed, turned off the TV, and just went straight to my bed and just passed out. That was probably the best sleep I've had all week, just to mind you. It's been, I don't know. Work, of course, up and down, stupid as usual. It's getting better, though. And I always, on my podcast, I always complain about the day job. Because, the reason why I do, and some of you might hate it, but it's just there's real life shit. We all, and this is one of the things I had talked about it with Lantern, Mr. Lantern Mark. Is that what his name is? Mark? I always get I get everybody's names mixed up. But when I had him on the vodka stream, we talked about that. We talked about, all of us we all have day jobs. So I always like to talk about mine. I mean, it's very up and down. It's been very up and down. I've told you guys, I need a contingency plan, which right now my contingency plan is just to fucking just keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm keeping up. I mean, I love the fact, and like I said, what I recommend anybody, if you're running a channel or what, but, just prioritize. It's all about prioritizing, and I'm still trying to learn how to do it because, one of the big things was, you have a video idea, just fucking write it down. I use my Google Keep app, and I just have one list that I go from Sunday to Sunday, here's the videos I'm planning. And I'll plan the videos, the videos that I know I'm going to do. Which is, if I know I'm going to see a movie, okay, I'm going to do a reaction video, then a full review video. And if it's one of the big movies, a fucking spoiler review. Just stuff that I know I'm going to end up doing. It's always growing. The list's always growing. And the list has had 4 videos on it that I've done since the beginning of doing the whole thing, which I've done it for over a month. And it's just some videos that I just have not got to. Casual Batman ones or the big ones. It's just so hard. It's hot. Dude, my apartment gets fucking hot. It is so hot now. This is going to be the hottest weekend of the year. It got up to 102 today. When I got home, my place was 88 degrees inside. I live in the top story. The AC, of course, I got central air, which is great, but it takes a bit. It takes a bit to cool off this apartment. You want it to be a nice little. I like it around 72 in here. Maybe a little 69. Okay. I like to keep it 72, 71 degrees in here, and it takes a bit. So it's just, man. And sometimes if I'm shooting stuff that's not going to be right here in my makeshift studio where the mic won't pick up the AC, I got to turn it off because I don't want the AC to get picked up. So I know I'm coming up with excuses like a motherfucker. I get that. That's one of my faults too, is just coming up with excuses of why I'm not doing certain things. But just prioritize yourself, man. And that's what I've been doing. And it's really nice when you look how many videos have I done already? What? And as of right now, I've done 15 videos this week. Is that what it is? 15? I'm looking. No, I've done 18 videos this week. Jesus Christ. And that's fucking great. I'm looking at my views and they're all looking good and just trying to grow, man. Trying to grow, but it's hot as fuck. Really is. But so when I talk about the day job, just more management stupid shit. Guys, this is how bad. What I do, I don't mind it. I'm just the only thing that sucks about what I do with this company is I just do everything. If someone else can't do it, they give it to me because I know I don't just. And I've said this many times. If you ever want to be valuable in a place, especially if a place is, that's really dependent on doing work for other companies, and sometimes the work just lightens up, they will end up just making you just say, hey, stay home. We don't have work for you. But if you do more than one thing, you dip your toe in a bunch of different things, guess what? You're not going to get sent home, and I don't get sent home. I have, but it's a rarity. It's an absolute rarity because I could just, you need him to jump on this project? You mean to jump on that? Hey, so-and-so called in sick. Can you do this? Can you do this work order real quick? And I just, not real quick. Sometimes those things take the whole day. But can you just knock out this? And there you go. But what sucks about it too is they hand me stuff. Then when they think it's it's supposed to be like this and quick. No, it turns out, doing research, it's not that. And the person who sent that over is trying to pull a fast one on you guys, you jackasses. It's just weird. But, I had a boss. He's from North Carolina. He's a retired guy. He's been out in the field. He knows how it all works, the telecom. And man, for the longest time, I went, this guy's going to quit. He's going to quit. He does not need to be here. There's times where he was giving meetings and he was sweating and he was beet red and just, it was like, dude, this guy, and they're putting too much pressure on him and they're adding more work to him and he's here too much and blah, blah, blah. He's 70 years old. And sure enough, he just left. He left, never came back. About a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. Just left. Never came back. And then it was found out that the office manager was also planning on leaving today, actually, because she was just fed up. This just shows you management. But then the owner, president, whatever, she came in this week. You know, she just, when she comes in, she has to start, you know, cracking the whip, which is good. I'm always glad when she does. Well, first off, she loves me, the president, the owner of the company. She's the one that actually recommended me to come back. And that's why I'm back, is because she fucking threw my name out there. So that's also good too, guys. Just saying. Because she knew I could do multiple things. And just, you know, it's valuable. It just sucks when the company, it's such a doomsday scenario. It's so up and down. And it's now looking good because now they brought in this one dude who's worked within the company, very nice guy, that can help keep things, you know, going and make things better. And then I guess the owner convinced the office manager to only work part-time now. So, and like really part-time, like only 16 hours a week. Because, I mean, it's not only that, it's health reasons too. She gets really bad migraines. And when that happens, oh, she's very short with people. Yeah, that's right. She's very condescending and shit like that. And it doesn't really bring up the morale in the office. Fucking love working in an office. My God, kill me. I still don't know how I've done it in the past fucking 6 years? Jesus, it's terrible. But, yeah, so, but, yeah, we'll see what happens. But then they just keep on throwing, and then it was funny because they threw these two things on me a couple days ago, and it was supposed to be like something simple for both, and I thought, okay, cool, but then we needed to clarify it with like an engineer that works for Frontier, and of course he didn't get back because he's a fucking douchebag. And when we finally got a hold of him, he made it sound like, oh, it's just this, and this, and then turns out, big time shit show. And then I had to help complete another different project, so I got pulled off that, and it got handed to two other people. And yeah, it turns out like all the engineers within my office were literally just like all like in a group going, what the hell is going on here? This engineer from Frontier is trying to pull a fast one and make us do more work than he's actually thinking here. And I'm like, and I just kind of went, just brushed off my shoulder because I fucked up because I thought it was actually easy too. And then I found a comment in a certain thing that clarified certain things. And I went, oh, well, this is way bigger than what is supposed to be. It's supposed to be. And then sure enough, it was even worse than that. When some of these other engineers started really looking into it, oh man. And then I even had our field guy who knows construction look at one of them, and he called that guy up and went, what the fuck, dude? This is not making any sense. Kind of fucking told him like, hey, what the hell? And then it actually came back where it's like, okay, you're not actually doing this. You're doing this. He's not thinking correctly. It's just, it's part of the gig. It's just fucking retarded. But anyways, enough of that. Did you guys know that Warner Brothers is racist? Jesus Christ. Everybody's racist. Everybody's racist in 2019. Good God. Well, every white person is. No, it's just something that popped up. Because I kept seeing it. And I don't want people to go down this road. I could see how it could be, oh yeah, well, I mean, that's one way to have Warner Brothers release the Snyder Cut. Just tell them that they're racist. It looks like bad PR because they cut down the origin story of the black character. But what's sad is, it's like, okay, I can understand playing that angle, but don't be fucking stupid about it like some people are. I mean, I literally saw somebody tweet under Warner Brothers because, you know, Warner Brothers was doing their back padding thing where they say that, oh yeah, we appreciate all our creators of color or something like that, and this, that, and this. And then a bunch of course, you know, Snyder, released the Snyder Cut people went underneath and said, well, why did you cut Cyborg? And I literally saw a tweet that said, like, why did you cut your black character? He said all their, why'd you cut all his scenes? That's racist. And I went, oh my God. Okay, first off, it wasn't all his scenes, you fucknut. It was not all his scenes. He's still very much in the movie. He wasn't completely removed from the movie, so don't put all, first off, and then second off, that's not racist, okay? What's the excuse for Cavill? Okay, Cavill got his triumphant return cut, and his face fucked up, okay? And then what's sad too is they only think about the DC films. I mean, what about all the other movies that have been cut? And then you could even go to another DC film. What's the excuse for Suicide Squad and Joker? Jared Leto got like an hour and a half cut out. What's their excuse? Him and Cavill's excuse. Oh, they're white. It's not that. And it's not that. That's the thing. It's not that. They just suck. I mean, one of the main reasons was the guy in the ball cap. Oh no, I want to do a fucking cyborg. We're going to do a happy cyborg movie, and I don't want any of this origin shit in there. This dark stuff. No. Stupid. I just don't like that angle. But it's an angle that just constantly played nowadays, and it fucking it's getting to, it must be nice. I mean, it's funny too because obviously you guys know I'm half Mexican, but of course I don't look it, so I can't play that angle. And I wouldn't play that angle, by the way, if I was full Mexican. But it's just funny when I've gotten in little debates with people, and I've been called out for like, oh, the white guy says this, and I'm like, you see my last name, right? You think that's a white last name? Maybe you're the one that's racist. I pulled that out a couple of times, and it's funny because then they backpedal like, and I've had literal like people tell me I don't really talk to them anymore, but so I had a friend of mine on here. He's a black guy, right? I've actually had him on the pod. He literally said, shouldn't your fucking family be watching out for Trump? And I was like, what? No. Some of them actually voted for him. Jesus Christ. Like, they're not worried about him. They're here legally. It's fine. And that's the whole big thing right now. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, you got AOC, fucking Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, doing the whole concentration camps thing, and now we have concentration camps at the borders that are very much not like the concentration camps way back when, but we're all calling them concentration camps. Now, I can understand, probably not the best conditions, but probably better than concentration camps way back when, like the Nazi ones for the Jews, probably. And, well, Jesus Christ. I mean, first off, she took those pictures. You see her in all white, wearing a $600 Movado watch, by the way, crying, pretending to cry. This is the fakest shit I've ever seen in my life. She's just a fucking celebrity. I mean, it's retarded. The shit that comes out of her mouth is so retarded. And I say the same thing about Trump, too, by the way. The shit that comes out of his mouth, fucking A. Whoa. It's the same thing. I mean, she's the Trump of the left, but she just has no smarts at all. At least Trump kind of knows how to run a business, and he's kind of doing stuff with the economy. That's what. But that was mainly Obama. Yeah. So was also the concentration camps and the president before him and the president before. It's funny how these people all of a sudden care in 2019, but these detention centers have been around for decades. And I love it when blowhard fucking pat on the back people virtue signaling, oh my God, I can't believe, like, this has been happening for decades. You didn't care about this 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 5 years ago, a year ago. Nobody cared about it. Now all of a sudden you care. It's fucking crazy. Everybody's crazy. And I get it. I'm sure, like, sometimes it's not the best thing down there, but it's like, all right, well then come up with another solution. What solution do you have besides shutting down all the camps and just letting people just walk in freely and do whatever the fuck they want? Because you wouldn't do that in your house. You would not. If you threw a party, you would not do that. Okay? God. It's just, there's always just calling out this shit, and then there's never solutions. Just never any solutions. It's like, okay, how about some solutions like funding for these fucking centers to build more buildings and have better conditions and food and shit like that? How about that? But you don't hear that. Because it's all about the virtue signal. It's all about the pat on the back. But when you're fucking doing a photo op, with your expensive boots and your expensive watch, and you're just looking at a parking lot and guards, we know you're full of shit. Don't do that. It's the internet. Because I think I saw there was like a different angle that somebody shot where you saw what she was looking at, and it was literally just a parking lot with a couple of cars and guards. And she was crying her eyes out? I mean, come on. But it's politicians, man. And it's funny because the left politicians are going to just eat each other up. Now that the whole fucking debates and the whole run for the next presidency is coming about, they're going to eat each other up. They're already calling each other racist. It's so fucking... I mean, you can just easily play that card. No matter what. And that's why I'm just... it just must be nice, I guess. I don't know. I don't see that. Why would it be nice if that's all you have? If you just play that card. Like, well, the only reason, and the example I've always said is like, if you had two neighbors, or like, okay, say you're living on one side of an asshole, and a black guy was living on a black family was living on the next side, and the guy just showed the same fucking, he just said, fuck you, I hate you, and this, that, and this, was always a dick. Well, the white guy would just be like, yeah, that guy's a douche. The black guy on the other side would be like, well, he's obviously racist. It's just, you just automatically can just resort to that. And it's only because it's beaten into our heads daily. That just everyone is racist. Everything is racist. They're trying to just... I know. I need to stop. It's just funny. It's just funny. I don't know. And then you got this Epstein guy, who is now like... and it's funny too because now with this guy that apparently was running like a sex trafficking ring and... was it Joel Epstein? What is his first name? Wow, I am totally drawing a blank on his first name. It's like, what the fuck? But, I mean, he's tied to everyone. And it's funny because the right is going, he was part of the Clinton campaign, blah, 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 foundation, blah, blah, blah. Then the left goes, him and Trump were best buds. It's just funny how they it's like, no, can you drop the right and left fucking bullshit for one day? And just say like, hey, he was attached to the Hollywood elite. And there's a pedo problem in the Hollywood elite that needs to be revealed and alleviated. Okay? It needs to be remedied. So put your fucking bullshit politics to the side. Who cares? If he's attached to the Clintons, good. If he's attached to Trump, good. Let's expose all of it. But if you're only going to do one side because you're part of that side, fuck off. Please fuck off. This is why shit doesn't get done and people don't get what they deserve. My God. Yeah. But whatever. Yeah, so there you go. But playing the racist angle for Warner Brothers, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good angle to approach it. So, I don't know. I could see, oh yeah, well then they don't want bad PR. But then it's just, if it ends up getting released, there's just going to be a stigma on the whole thing. Oh, they only did it because of this, that, and I'm like, no. And then people would just fucking poke holes in it. It's just not a good way to do it. But I mean, we don't really need to do it like that. That's the thing. We don't really need to do it. I mean, I get it. Like, Snyder keeps posting stuff about Cyborg, which is great because he was the heart of the story. And it's just, every time we see a different shot, it just pisses people off. It upsets me too. And I just always feel bad for Ray Fisher because of all the shit that he got, all the shit of his got cut out. And it sucks. But, anyways, let's talk about something else, okay? Let's talk about Birds of Prey, huh? I was gonna talk. That was a big reason why I didn't want to do it in a video. I'm gonna do it on a podcast instead because, guys, when it comes to having a voice and having, I only got 31,000 subscribers. But I consider myself, okay, I have a responsibility for spoilers. You know, I was always about spoilers before. But now I'm just like, I don't really want to reveal spoilers. But if I do a video, maybe I'll just be like, okay, don't put it in the title and warn everybody. Disclaimer. And I'm going to warn you right now, we're going to talk about Birds of Prey spoilers. But I'm going to rant about a certain fucking YouTuber chick who is not smart. She's not fucking smart. And it's terrible. And from what I've heard, what I've gathered is people in the biz can't fucking stand her because of the shit that she pulls like this. When it came to this Birds of Prey stuff, she decided to just tweet out all the spoilers. Instead of just making a video and putting a disclaimer and said, hey, I'm going to tell you about spoilers. If you want to hear them, keep on listening. If you don't listen. Now she just tweeted them out. Now I get it. You can just block and mute her. That okay, I totally understand. But it doesn't matter because there's still going to be people that screenshot. There's still people that are going to screenshot it and like post it. And then there's going to be assholes. I don't know. And it's just not smart. It's not professional. But she's been known to just not be like that and just it's just the way it is. Okay, and then of course people are taking my tweet way too seriously. Yeah. I don't know. I tweeted out a black and white photo of Robert Pattinson and a black and white photo of Affleck in the 90s. And I was just like, because like they both are kind of wearing like a suit. Pattinson's wearing a tux. But they both have like stubble and messy hair. And I just kind of went, you know. But of course, I got dickheads who don't like me that are just like, what? And I'm like, come on, dude. I'll be quote tweeting and poking fun at these guys. I just thought it was funny because I ran into both of those images and went, yeah, I mean, if they wanted to, it would be cool. It'd be sweet if it was a prequel. I know it's not going to be, most likely. It was just, I saw that and went, if they wanted to, though, they could pull it off. But, I mean, Affleck and Pattinson have a different kind of cadence to their voice, especially since Pattinson's British? I don't know. Is that what he is? I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about those Birds of Prey. So you've been warned. If you don't want to hear it, go ahead and fast forward it, 10 minutes maybe, to when I answer questions. That's as far as I'll go. But anyways, so yeah, let's talk about those. And yeah, like I said, if you don't want to hear it, you don't want to hear it. It's gonna be interesting, guys. This movie, as we keep seeing more stuff, I've been more like hyped. But I still have a sour taste in my mouth because I wanted Ayer's Gotham City Sirens, and I know that his script that he wrote for it got converted with another Birds of Prey script, and he pretty much lost his movie. And I hate that. I do, but I do want to see more Harley, and I do want to see this, the girls that are playing these characters, and I'm interested to see where they go with this. And apparently it's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Let's see. Well, where do we start? Well, I mean, it's definitely it's a lot has to do with Black Mask. Like, what's Black Mask doing? What is he doing in this? What's he trying to pull off here? What's he going? What's the plot here? And apparently, he's gay or bisexual, and him and Victor Zsasz have a relationship. That's right. Even Zsasz is gay, even though it's like, okay, I could see that. Especially with Zsasz, he's kind of you kind of question his sexuality a little bit, yeah, But apparently that's the case, and apparently he gets to a point where, Black Mask gets to a point where he gets so frustrated that he claws at his face so much that he has to wear the mask, and the mask is not going to be a full-on Black Mask mask. I think it's going to be like gray, and it's going to be just like I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but the main motivation for Black Mask is. Well, he has some questionable pictures that he has, dick pics, where he's made his dick look bigger. And he stored them on a diamond. And guess who got that diamond? Cassandra. Cass. She got the diamond and swallowed it for safekeeping. So that's why he's after her. Because of dick pics. I don't know. I mean, there's been apparently what people are saying is positive responses from these test screenings. I mean, that could be really fucking stupid. And what I'm worried about is a PC. Well, this movie's not going to be PC. I mean, it's going to be rated R. I mean, apparently it's definitely a hard R, but I just wonder if it's going to be like, overly girl-powered kind of thing, where it's just going to make all the guys look like fucking morons and this, that, and this. That's probably what's going to happen, and that'll be frustrating because that's the new trend with these movies now, is make the guys look like idiots and make the women look like they're flawless and powerful. So we'll see what happens with that. That's pretty much it. I mean, I even got a text message. It's all, by the way, guys, it's true. It's... I'm not denying it. I'm hearing the same fucking thing. And my friend heard from both of them before. My friend is so heartbroken. Wow, see, there are people that are not. This movie, it's going to be interesting to see the reaction to this movie. I am more excited for that than the movie. I am, because people are going to lose their minds, because people are going to be like, fuck yeah, badass chicks, R-rated CBM, let's fucking do it, let's praise it to hell. And then they're gonna be like, if you don't like air massages, and then I'm curious to see how the guys end up. And then I'm also going, Warner Brothers, what the fuck you doing? Is Ewan McGregor gay? Is what's his nuts playing Zaz gay? Because if not, you're gonna get slapped with backlash of that. I'm just saying. So good job with that. Fuck nuts. It'll be 2020, and you know how people, they don't want actors to actually act anymore. They want actors to be exactly who they are in real life. So that might be a little bit something, I don't know. Who knows? But I'm curious. And then, of course, with the content involved, oh yeah, and there's going to be people that are going like, oh my God, I mean, what about all the young girls that look up to Harley? I'm like, they should not be looking up to Harley. They shouldn't. What are you fucking thinking? She's a bad guy. She kills people. This was my thing about Black Widow as well. When people were always like, yeah, Marvel Studios didn't want to do the first female-led movie, the Black Widow, and this, that, and this. I mean, what? All the young ladies that look up. I'm like, she's an assassin! What the fuck? I'm like, yeah, okay, Wonder Woman, I could see Captain Marvel, I could see they're heroes, and they just do their thing, and they're badass, and whatever the fuck. And Captain Marvel, whatever. But I'm like, Black Widow is an assassin. Harley Quinn kills people and laughs. Is really fucked up in the head. She's not supposed to be a role model, my God. And she wears very skimpy clothing. It's like, what? Fuck. It's gonna be madness. It's going to be pure madness, and I'm here for it. Curious to see. And you know me, I'll give an honest review. I mean, even though it's DC, I won't fluff it up. I'm definitely not gonna. I'm just gonna give an honest review. That's what I try to do with all these movies, give an honest review. That's why I was like, I was about to just be like, no, fuck. I'm not gonna put Spider-Man: Far From Home on my favorite wall. But it was just that second half of the movie and some of those scenes and that mid-credit scene just got me fucking like, whoa. I'm like, Jesus Christ, fucking awesome. It just did it for me. Where I was like, I want to see it again, and I'm curious to see how the rewatch quality is gonna be. Generally movies have a good rewatch quality. Like, you watch it again because you already know what to expect, and you just enjoy it more the second time. That's not always the case, though. It's not always the case. Sometimes the rewatch value is just not there at all. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on with Birds of Prey and the emancipation of Harley Quinn. I'm still down. I'm still curious to see where they go with this fucking thing. I just hope there's a badass scene where Cassie Cain just reveals that it's almost going to be like a Yoda scene. And I really hope they do this. Like, you know, Yoda in Attack of the Clones, where he just shows up, and then all of a sudden wait, Yoda who walks with a cane can just fucking jump around like that with a lightsaber? I want that to happen, where everybody just is like, this little girl, and then all of a sudden she just takes on like fucking 20 guys. 20 bad guys, and just fucks people up. I want her to do what Laura does in Logan. Can we have that? Just have a I wouldn't be surprised. If they don't do that, it's a missed opportunity. And I'm hoping like hell they'd fucking do it. Just have one badass scene where she just fucks a lot of people up, a lot of bad guys up. Oh man, you're gonna have cheers. There's gonna be the theaters will be cheering if that fucking scene happens. So do yourself a favor there, Kathy Ann. You better have that in there. What the fuck? It's this guy. Would you... Trevor 5651. He's like a bot, but I'm not sure if he is. I don't know. It's weird. He just shows up in my mentions randomly. It's really dumb. And he always tells people to relax. It's fucking funny. Alright guys, let's answer some questions. I think I've rambled on enough. If you want to ask me a question, the best way to do is hashtag Film Junket Podcast. That's the easiest way to find. Not tweet, you dummy. Yeah, so you just click on it and just hit the latest and bam. So here we go, guys. Let's see. Superman hack. If Warner Brothers has no plans to release the Snyder Cut, why don't they just make an announcement and shut down the movement and let people sleep at night? Ignoring it is just bad PR for them. Well, I don't think that's ever going to be the case. I mean, I can understand that and what I hear, that they hate the fact that this shit's still happening, but there's always a possibility. And I think they don't want to do that because they're not in. I don't know. I just don't see them doing that, and they won't. But anyways, Ferris at TS Speedster, he asked, "Hey Dave, any theory on how Stranger Things season 4 gonna continue on?" Well, I mean, obviously it ended with a somewhat of a cliffhanger, sad ending. Spoiler alert, guys. You guys seen my review? Blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. See, too many spoilers in this fucking podcast. If you haven't seen it yet, fast forward it about, 1 minute. Just fast forward it 1 minute. Okay, here we go. Okay, with Hopper dying, I don't think he died. I think he got shot into the Upside Down, so there's that. And then, of course, with Elle going with Will's family, and they all moved, there's going to be that dynamic, and there's going to be that coming back, and then who knows? Who knows? It's just going to have to do with Hopper, I think, and him coming back, for sure. Okay, so, and then Manny, DS, Parademon, number 36. He asks, "Yo, Dave, what's up with Grace Randolph dropping dick pic spoilers for BOP?" Well, like I said, very unprofessional. Very unprofessional to just do that like that. I don't like it. It's like, do it in a video and warn people. Don't just tweet it out for everybody to fucking see it. Julian. Whew. Sorry. I thought I was going to hiccup. Okay, Julian Luis Barrios. I probably always say your name wrong. I try to summon my Mexican side when I say it. Barrios. What advice would you give a guy like me trying to get his name out there and attract for eyes and ears onto his brand? This is Men in Tights Podcast, by the way. Hey! Yeah, you're always in the live stream, man, in the vodka stream, and I appreciate it, man. It's fucking awesome. Just keep doing it. Daily. Do it. Trial and error. You know, not everything's going to work. And do yourself a favor. Do me a favor this weekend, Julian. Okay? Now, I get it. You could just have a channel where you just talk. I get it. But sometimes you need a little more than that. Come up with like 5 different ideas, different segments for your channel. Okay, I catch myself doing this, and I actually did this probably last weekend, to where I hope that, I can have segments where gonna do different shit, and I've done it before, too. You know, Casual Batman's a segment. I mean, a film review is a segment. News is a segment. Short videos are a different thing, too, altogether. But yeah, I want to do like stuff like I did the redundant movie news. I did that for a bit. I tried other different things as well. Some of those things are going to come back, and other different things are coming. But just do yourself a favor. Just write down like 5 ideas for segments. You don't have to do them all, but just try to come up with 5 ideas. Reread them and see if you can make them work. And just keep on doing it. Just keep plugging away. Do the social media thing. Social media thing is my biggest fucking hassle. But it's, just keep on doing it. Daily. Just daily. Even if it's like a little short video that you just post on Twitter and Instagram. Just do it. Like my short videos, I mean, I post them on Twitter. I mean, if it's anything that's close to 2 minutes, I post the YouTube video. Because it's just longer. But if it's like a minute long, I just post a video on YouTube or on Twitter and Instagram. Am I generating revenue with that? No, but I'm getting out there. But I'd also post it on the YouTube channel. And then the next day, I'll post it again with the YouTube video. So it's just, just something. Ambarish17, your opinion on the supposed DC Films Black Label being started, independent low-budget movies. I'm actually going to do a short video about this after I'm done here because, I know Todd Phillips has been talking a lot about all this stuff, and it's been pretty good. It's been pretty awesome. So, I'll give my 2 cents about it on that video. Eric and Blake. He's actually going to be on the podcast next week. So, the HBO Max commercial is all about Justice League. Hashtag Bucktooth Soups and everything. What do you make of this? Emmerich desperately trying to plant the flag. WB milking Justice League dry before moving on the Snyder Cut. The extended Whedon cut. I think they're just trying to show all their heroes in a happy light for outside people. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. That's my guess. I don't know. I could be wrong. And then Eric also asked, so why do you think Chris McQuarrie deleted all those bombshells he dropped about Man of Steel 2 pitch and Green Lantern Corps' written proposal? Also, what's more complete, a pitch or a proposal? Does that indicate what McQuarrie was more sold on? I mean, I don't know. A proposal. I mean, a pitch, you basically have an outline. And then you kind of just go I would say I guess a pitch would be more like, hey, it's like Lethal Weapon in space. That's a pitch. It's fucking, this Green Lantern movie, it's like Lethal Weapon in space. That's a pitch. Proposal I think is a little more drawn out. That's my guess. A pitch is more just like, hey, dude, it's right here, okay? You get what I'm saying? I don't know why you gotta have that voice, but that's just the voice I thought about. Gavriel Mall asks, was there any piece of music Elfman made for Justice League that you did enjoy? I'll say Elfman's music for the history lesson was pretty good, even if it vastly inferior to, I like hearing the Batman, theme. That was cool. I don't really think the John Williams score really worked, and I hate the fact that he made it the Wonder Woman theme, not electric guitar. So I don't know. Batfleck Forever asks, what do you think about the Birds of Prey leaks? Grace has been mostly correct regarding her DC rumors. I already told you. So, Bruce Wayne at Troll Huskar. What are your thoughts on the Lion King clip? Oh God, it's not good. Not good, and it's not resonating with these fucking critics either. I'm all about Jungle Book, which did a good job because they only had about 2 songs, like main songs, so it actually worked. But if they're going to be doing like a bunch of songs that when you watch the cartoon, the animated Lion King, there's a lot of emotion on their faces, and these ones don't really have emotions. And it just looked weird. But I'm still going to go see it. So got my ticket. We'll see what happens. JJ at Superman Hack. Wait, that's from a while ago. No. Shall I? Okay, yeah, duh. From your point of view, have you felt a shift in the Snyder Cut campaign? I'm going to start calling it campaign. It feels that some of the negative residue has faded from a few of the bad apples. Things feel more positive, but I've unfollowed a few people as well, so my opinion may be skewed a little bit. No, that's a good thing, dude. That is a very good thing. I mean, when I did my thank you video last weekend for the donations, I mentioned that I'm not going to associate myself with certain people because I got tired of it, and I'm muting people, because I'm tired of it because the past month has just been fucking those bad apples are really going hard. Really going hard. I mean, it's just amazing. And then people who are running campaigns and trying to take charge, they defend it. Oh, no, that guy's not an asshole. He's just passionate. What the fuck does that mean? He's an asshole. I see his screenshots with the people who have like 30,000 followers and who have a big following who are using their screenshots to shit on all the Snyder fans. I mean, what? And it's funny, too, because, yeah, maybe like a couple of those guys I've actually talked to in DMs, and, yeah, they were nice. But when they're doing it in the public and they're acting like fucking assholes, that's not a good look. It's bad PR. But these guys defend it. That's why I was like, fuck this. I'm just cutting ties. Done. And you know what, dude? Like I said, I unfollowed some of these guys, and yes, my timeline has been better. This past week has been better. My God. Just cutting ties with certain people and not talking, bullshit. It's been nice. It's been really nice. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta do that. Also, by the way, and there's it's fine, but, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because it's just going to probably, if any of those fucks are listening, they're going to end up coming in droves again. Here we go. This is Adam, the Movie Jam. Top 5 favorite films. No particular order, but the kicker is each entry is a different genre. That's difficult, dude. I mean, I would have to say what? Sci-fi horror, The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Psychological thriller is like Memento. I don't know. But then also it's like Fight Club's also there. That's too hard, dude. It's too fucking hard. And then finally, Matt McGo77. Sorry if this is a dated question, but what was your interpretation of Bruce's nightmare in BVS where he visits his parents' gravesite and the Bat Demon appears and attacks him? I think it was just, my interpretation was he was mainly, because it's all about his mom. I mean, it's about his dad too, but obviously the big payoff was the mother's, the Martha scene. And you see her grave more than Thomas's grave. And then with the Bat Demon just bursting out of it. And it's just, I think my interpretation was like, it was really setting up that Bruce, I mean, it's like his dad, he knew his dad was tough as nails and his dad did what he could, but his mom was an innocent victim and the pearls and everything like that. And it's just, obviously he feels more sad about, I don't know, maybe just more sad about his mom. It's just, he had a different kind of relationship with his mom because he knows like his dad was tough as nails because his dad tried to fight back. And for that to happen, his mom ended up getting killed too, So maybe he just feels more, I don't know, more guilty that his mom was, I don't know. I'm not saying that I just think he had a different relationship because when he talks about his dad in that one scene with Alfred in the burnt mansion, which is just really a fucking phenomenal scene, and he's talking about his dad told me this, that we're hunters and we're this, that, and this. I think he accepts the fact that his dad tried to fight back, and then his mom ended up getting killed, who was like almost defenseless, So maybe it just feels a little, I don't know, there's more guilt there or something like that in my eyes. And that's why, and then of course it was just kind of setting it up for that Martha scene too, I think. That's what Snyder and Terra were trying to really set up right there. That's why they're emphasizing, like when you see the parents get killed, I mean, what do you hear Thomas say? He looks over and whispers, with his last breath, Martha. it was really setting that up. So, all right, guys, that's all I got to say for this podcast. I'm going to post this, and then within, I don't know, jeez. And then eventually I'm just going to do my vodka stream. So, yeah, I'm talking a lot today, that's for sure. I don't mind it. Like I said, I was glad I got a good night's sleep last night. And it's Friday, and it's great. I'm going to post this. I'm going to get some food. And then I'm going to do a vodka stream, and that'll be my night. And that'll be great stuff. So, appreciate you guys asking the questions. Like I said, as always, follow me on all the sock meds down below. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Hit me up on the DMs if you like. I don't always respond. I'm not perfect at that. Sometimes I'll see it, and then I just forget about it. But I try my best to respond. I don't always do it, though, and I apologize. There's quite a bit of people who will end up hitting me up about certain things. It's not always easy. And then, follow me on all that. Patreon if you want to help out the pirate ship. Shirts and stickers. And then, guys, that's it. Subscribe. All right, guys. Talk to you later.